Yo, yo, it's the power hour where the bruisers eat. No finesse, no flukes, just backs that punish. Fantasy gold in the mud, let's eat. Yo, welcome to the power hour.
Welcome to the Fantasy Football Power Hour. My name is A-Train Andy Blake, and with always, I have Muscles. What's going on tonight, Muscles?
No, not a whole lot. What's happening tonight?
Well, we got some bold predictions. We got some crazy news that we did not get to go over yet. Talking about Micah Parsons and going to Green Bay. So as you can tell, this isn't a Parsons jersey, but I am representing Green Bay tonight. We'll get into that. We got some college football we got to talk about just a little bit. Since having Dustin on, I got to keep my eyes a little bit on college football and see what all was going on. These bold predictions, I got some spicy ones. I don't know. We didn't talk about these before the show, so it's gonna be a surprise for both of us.
Yes,
we had some signings, so we'll go over that, and then to end the show, we're gonna talk a little bit of Thursday night football, and football's back, baby. How do you feel?
Yeah. It's I was going through Sleeper today, all my leagues, and getting ready, setting the lineup. It's finally starting to sink in that it's right around the corner.
It's like a full-time job whenever your Muscles or myself trying to set lineup. That's why I love best ball.
I do too. I wish Best Ball Dynasty was a bigger thing than what it is.
We also, we did the DFS Outlaw show for a very short time because of our work schedule, so that sucks because I love talking DFS. So, if we ever got to 8 hours somehow, it would be amazing if we could talk DFS and do that because it's so fun week in and week out, and I think that would be good content, during the season if you were to do a best ball show. But
absolutely,
we're on 12 hours, so we're talking Dynasty. We love Dynasty, and let's go ahead. Let's go over some college stuff because we are dipping our toes into some college and Devy stuff. We're definitely not up to par with some of these other guys, but Arch Manning, Muscles, he struggled a little bit. I know at work I tried to watch some, listen to some of the game when I could, and I went back and watched a lot of the highlights and everything. He didn't look great, but he doesn't have a lot of experience. He goes into Ohio State, who's a very good team. And I just don't really get all the hate on Arch Manning. It's kind of the news's fault and everybody hyping him up and I still don't determine somebody's career over one game or one season because you will get burnt a lot. So stop all the hate on Arch.
I wish I had a time machine or something I could fast forward to 2027 and then just snipe them in the third round now, because everybody's out on them all of a sudden.
It's kind of the same thing with Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison. When these players get so hyped, even though we like them, I almost just want to be out and get them at a discount later. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Our buddy Mike, Dynasty Dog Mike, had a great question the other day. I wanted to reply, and then I got busy and I didn't reply. But he said if JJ McCarthy has a Caleb Williams type season, are we going to label JJ McCarthy as a bust?
Mm-hmm.
And that basically, I knew where he was going to go with that. Was Caleb Williams didn't have a bad season. He just didn't live up to the season.
You're right.
As far as fan, he had a okay season. I would take it.
Yeah. I did a show about that, and he had a top 10 all time since 2000 rookie year. And it wasn't great, but a lot of these rookies are off to a slower start. You got to be patient with them. He was in a horrible spot. I know he had the weapons and everything, but coaching does matter, in my opinion. And whenever, especially for a young player, if you're an Aaron Rodgers or something, maybe not Aaron Rodgers now. I'm not trying to hype up 42-year-old Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers when who was the shitty offensive coordinator? I'm drawing a blank. If anybody knows in the comments, you know what I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about. I can't think of him.
I can't think of the name. That's going to bother me, but either way, like, Aaron Rodgers ran that offense. Like it didn't really matter. But if you put Justin Fields into that situation with that same offensive coordinator, which thank God still isn't there, you might have a little bit of a problem.
Right. I'm Googling it right now.
Yeah, we need to Google and try to figure out who that is because I'm drawing a complete blank. He
Robert
was
Saleh?
no, it was OC. He was with Green
Oh,
Bay too, and then went to the I believe he
Green
went to
Bay.
the Jets too.
Okay.
But I don't know. I just think that's something that we need to really watch, with some of these overhyped type players. So a lot of people are already labeling people as a bust, and I'm not with it. So we'll
Is it
see what Arch does next week.
Hackett?
Yes, Nathaniel Hackett. Yep,
Yes. Okay.
Nathaniel Hackett. So yeah, I mean you can get away with that with some of these seasoned veterans and especially Hall of Fame type caliber players, but we had LSU and we had Clemson battling out. It was like a 7:30 game. Fun game to watch. Now I got to watch some of it. Obviously, we worked the next day, couldn't stay up for all of it, but I thought Garrett Nussmeier looked okay. I thought he looked all right. It's week 1. I think we need to expect this out of the NFL this week too. That you got to remember last year Cincinnati lost to New England last year, week 1. Remember this?
Oh, yeah, that's true. I actually kind of forgot about that.
That was a big, if you were a survivor picks, that was
Yeah.
almost like a slam dunk. And a lot of people, I'm sure, did pick that. And you lost week 1. So you just got to remember that this kind of stuff can happen. So big parlays and stuff, if you're doing that, this might be the week to maybe stay away from us. We're still going to put out some 10 parlays,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it is a bad week, which anybody can get beat any week. But week 1, man, some teams, some players are just a little bit sloppy yet. Got to get up to rhythm. So something to kind of remember. But yeah, that was a pretty good game. It looked like I wanted to see a little more out of Klubnik, but again, it's week 1, and then going to Lenore Sellers, he looked really, really good. Muscles. Breaking tackles, running around, throwing the ball. It's not a slam dunk that he comes out this year, but man, he easily looked like one of the best guys that I got to see, take the field, and looking like the real deal. But younger guy, don't know, do we want him to stay another year? That's something that was talked about on that episode as well, where we kind of want to see these guys play more games and get that experience.
Yeah, I definitely think so. As far as just fantasy in general, I definitely want to see them guys go for the full 4 years and just
Right.
get that experience under their belt.
Yeah.
Even if they come in a little bit older. We see it time in and time out. Like guys come like Anthony Richardson. He's been in the league 2 years. He's 23 years old and
Yeah.
it's already looking like he's gonna have to bounce teams.
Right. And we're not saying that Lenore Sellers, Anthony Richardson. We're
No,
just
no.
we're making the comparison of games played. Like he did not play a lot of college games, so he
Right.
therefore did not have a lot of experience. He just relied on a lot of athleticism and and just throwing the ball wise, just didn't get enough coaching, it felt like. So
Yeah, 'cause it's kind of like I don't know, if you come in early and you get like the wrong offensive coordinator or the wrong head coach, if you're in a bad situation, you're a lamb out to slaughter eventually.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
they don't it's not like the old days, when we grew up, it's like if you spent a first round capital on a guy, you were sticking with that guy through his rookie contract. Nowadays, they're benching you after 1 bad year, 2 bad years.
Yeah.
It don't matter anymore. Everybody wants to win now.
Yep. They
No.
want production. They want to win now. They cannot, coaches aren't given a long leash. And that's
Oh,
another
yeah.
thing.
It's all around. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
coaches, it's quarterbacks, it's
Yep.
yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I am not saying Shane Steichen. I think he's a good coach. I think he's a really good coach.
Yeah.
Some guys maybe are better offensive coordinators, but that was a big thing with Anthony Richardson. If anybody can fix Anthony Richardson, Shane Steichen. It's for sure Shane Steichen. But as you see, it's not even just fixing; it's playing. Availability is the best ability, and There's a big thing with Anthony Richardson. I mean, taking yourself out of games even when you are healthy because you're tired or just different stuff. So we're not going to go down that whole rabbit hole, but because we definitely got some news we need to talk about. And the first, man, Micah Parsons gets traded to the Green Bay Packers, Muscles. As you've seen, I'm representing a Green Bay shirt. Let's go. Let's go. I'm not a Green Bay fan, but I I think that Green Bay absolutely fleeced Dallas, in my
Yeah.
opinion. I mean, you look at this now, there were reports that came out that he has a small fracture in a couple vertebrae. Did you see something about that? Small fractures
I did
or
see that.
something with his back?
He's gonna take epidurals before the game.
Yeah, which I'm not really falling for that. Like he's young.
I think
He's
I
young.
think I think I have a Brett Favre jersey. I should have wore it if
Yeah, you should have wore it. I mean, come
I
on.
played the
Adam's
game.
calling us a sellout. I mean, what do you expect, Adam? I mean, he's a Penn State guy. He's a
Yeah, he
beast.
is. He is. I remember that because I've wanted the Steelers to get him, but because all that hazing shit came. It wasn't that with him with all the hazing,
Yeah, it was.
you know.
It
And
was.
he ended up falling in the draft.
I mean, for the price that they got him. So let's talk a little bit of like who would you rather have? You know, would you rather have and we can't do this to a point with all contracts, but we know what TJ Watt got. The
Yeah,
3-year, what was it, like $130 million deal?
something like that.
It was right around there. And a lot of Steelers fans weren't real happy about that. Would you rather take TJ Watt at the 130 or Parsons at what he get close to 190?
Ooh, yeah. Give me the Watt side.
I think I'm on the Watt with that. I mean, who would you rather have as a player as well? I mean, I would probably lean Parsons as a player just because of age.
Yeah, I would too.
But I mean, that's not taking anything away from TJ Watt. Like TJ Watt's an absolute stud. Like, and he still probably has years left in him.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just Parsons just a lot younger and yeah. But I mean, I get the money. I mean, obviously, you know, the Packers, I mean, they know money's coming. I mean, we're gonna get the big TV deals eventually. So I mean, they're
Yep.
kind of like banking on it. I think if the salary cap doesn't go up, they're gonna be in trouble. But I think they're banking on the salary cap going up. So
So let me ask you this: What do you think? Do you think if they knew that Parsons was going to be available, that they would have gave Jordan Love the money that they gave Jordan Love?
yeah, that's a good question too. Because now you
I
got two very high paid guys.
Right. This is something that I was talking to Big E about, and he was kind of saying he's like, yeah, I mean, I don't mind it, but like, I'm not really worried about the picks. He says losing Clark does suck because he did help on the run a lot. But the big thing with a guy like, Parsons and Love, you're paying them, like he said, you're gonna have to go to the Super Bowl like fast. So,
Oh, absolutely. This
and
is
that is
their
a tough division.
very tough division. That's what yeah. I mean they're in win now. Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's what Adam's saying. Parsons can play multiple positions, unlike Watt. Hard to play against a star. You don't know where he's going to line up. And that is true because he's a really good pass. He's a great pass rusher, and you can drop him back too. Like
Yeah.
Parsons very good. Like, and he's what, 26, 27? Like,
Something like that. Yeah, he's younger. He's on the younger side. Isn't
right.
Watt over 30, I think? I think
Yeah, I
he's 30.
think Watt's 30 or 31. So like, yeah, to me, you have to take Parsons there.
Yeah.
Let's talk about a couple other guys. I mean, some of the upcoming stars or guys are already there. Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Would you rather have Myles Garrett or would you rather have Parsons?
I'd rather have Parsons.
I think I'm there too. I think I'd rather have Parsons than Myles Garrett. And I'm not just saying that as a Steelers fan. I think
That's what
Myles
I was like. Yeah. That's what I was like. I think it's the Steeler bias in us, but yeah, give me
maybe it is, but I think it's just the versatility of Parsons and just kind of I mean Myles that's close. That is close.
it is close. I think if Garrett was on a good team, I think he'd be even more recognized, you know. Kind of
Right.
being Pirates fans, we know like Andrew McCutcheon was on the Pirates during that run, and like I don't
Right.
think he got the love that he should have as far as nationally, you know.
Right.
I think probably Garrett, probably
Yeah,
the
it's
same.
and that's close. I mean, really, I mean, who else can you compare as a pass rusher to him? I just,
Ah,
you you look at Aiden Hutchinson. He got hurt, like he was looking good, but I don't think you can go Aiden like until we see more after the injury.
I don't think there's really anybody. He might be like the top guy.
Yeah, I'm kind of right there with you, muscles. Like I just, and I'm just not really worried about this back. Like, if you're worried about Parsons back, then you should be really worried about 38-year-old Matthew Stafford's
Oh
back.
yeah, now that one I am worried about. Yeah,
Yeah,
Lawrence Taylor back in the day, absolutely. Yeah, game wrecker.
yeah, yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah,
Uh,
but I agree. I mean, the Packers definitely got to steal.
yeah,
Cowboys, I mean it. Like
yeah,
Ray G said, Kenny Clark does help their run defense, but oof,
yeah,
I
yeah,
just it's
yeah.
gonna.
I just don't know what direction they're going. Then they signed Deron Bland, to like a
You think
ninety
that was like
million
an
dollar
FU to Miles Garrett
or to Parsons.
or Parsons? Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, it almost seems like it because, like, dude, and I mean, Bland had that one really good season. Not saying like he's a horrible corner, but the pass rush, like, and I think that's the big argument with Parsons. People say like, "Oh, he can't stop the run." Well, he's a hell of a pass rusher, and I mean, I don't think he's dog shit against a rush. Like, I don't
Mhm.
think he's horrible.
No,
So,
yeah, I agree.
well, we won't talk much more about Parsons. We don't want to keep beating on that because it's been talked about everywhere. We just kind of wanted to give our opinions. Like we're not saying that as Penn State, as Penn State guys. I don't really have like a bias to a college team either. I just love
Don't
good
either.
college players. Now, I mean, I like Penn State because they're closer to us, but it's nothing even like that. He's just a damn good player.
Yeah, absolutely.
Going into some Jalen Coker news, Muscles, are you a cokehead? Are you a Jalen Coker guy?
I mean, I think I jumped on the bandwagon a little bit. I don't think he's the future or anything, to be completely honest. I think he's just was the guy they called upon, and I think he shined,
Yeah,
obviously, but I mean, I don't.
especially because I feel like Xavier Leggett, like as much as I love to hear him talk, like he's just not a great football player in my opinion. Like he had one
Right.
breakout season. He's an older prospect. Like I just never was a big Leggett fan. Now, I mean, I never would have guessed that Jalen Coker would have took this job. Now we did watch Jalen Coker film at Holy Cross, the very limited like three tapes that we got to see or clips. They think we seen a couple clips and they were very hard to find and they weren't very good to look at. But he did look good. He did look good. But does
Yeah.
Holy Cross always translate to the NFL? It's a big question.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't. Yeah. It's tough. I mean, it's like you said. I mean, the film looked like it was taken on a Motorola Razor back in the day, or whatever.
Right.
And
Right.
it just, but
Like
yeah, I
fucking
mean,
Clarion College film. Like,
yeah, I mean, good for Coker. I mean, like I said, they called upon him, and
yeah.
he stepped into his role just great.
Yep.
But I just don't think, obviously they drafted McMillan,
Right.
and
Right.
if they play semi-decent this year and Bryce Young takes a step, I think they're gonna go probably get somebody else.
Right. And that's what Mike's saying. And that's what I was going to touch on too. He heads to the IR with a quad injury. And it was out of nowhere.
It
Like,
was. It was like an
we got
RKO.
told he's playing in the slot and no Adam Thielen. I'm like, okay, like I want the slot guy here. Like, I'm cool with that. But, going on to IR, so we're gonna have to wait. I'm like I think the best he does this year, points per game wise, because obviously he's gonna miss at least 4 games. Wide receiver 3, I think at the top. And I'm just not the biggest Bryce guy, man. I just
And
never have been. He's an outlier. He's a smaller guy. Not the biggest Bryce fan.
I'm not either. His upside's like quarterback 16.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he doesn't really run a ton, so I'm not really there either. Touching on a little home news here. Jalen Warren, he signs a 2-year extension here in Pittsburgh. So I think a lot of Caleb Johnson guys are a little bit like, what's going on here? This doesn't surprise me. This is a great move for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jalen Warren is not an every down back. He's more of that just change of pace style guy, and he does a damn good job at it. He can
He
catch
does.
the football. Caleb comes in and he's bruising between the tackles. This is where you might see Jalen Warren get some big plays.
Yeah, I honestly like Jalen Warren for Dynasty.
I do too.
He's like a late round guy. I mean, nobody really thinks of him. I've been picking up a lot of them, and like you said, he's great at catching the passes. He's going to come in and do these long runs every now and then. Now he does cough up the ball. That's
does.
annoying. But I think if they go back to like Caleb Johnson wears out the defense, and then Jalen Warren comes in and gashes him a little bit, because Caleb Johnson, I mean, he's no fast guy. He's just a big bruiser. So
Yeah. And I mean, like, the big thing with Caleb, once he gets going, like he's fast, but he doesn't have that build up speed. Like, I can't remember what his 10-yard split was, but I don't think it was great. And I don't think he's a horrible back. He's just not one of my like guys. There's a big debate between RJ Harvey and Caleb. I've been on the RJ Harvey train, still am. That's not changing. Are you on the RJ Harvey side?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and that's not just a Denver bias. I do like RJ Harvey. I mean, I think in that Sean Payton role now, I think Dobbins will probably have a role this year, but
yeah,
I still like RJ Harvey.
Yeah, and I think that's fine if Dobbins and I think it's good to know that like he's gonna miss time eventually. Like if you have J.K. Dobbins, we put out a TikTok clip about this as well. Like it was on one of the shows. If you have J.K. Dobbins, draft an extra running back. Like you have
to. Yeah, you have to.
So
he's gonna go down at some point. I mean, it's unfortunate to say that, but
it really is, man. So just going over, that's some of the recent news that we want to talk about and kind of get out there. But it's bold prediction time, Muscles. I'm ready for some of these bold predictions, man. They're going to be hot, spicy. Some of them, whenever we say bold predictions, these are predictions that we feel can happen, but a lot of things also have to happen for that to happen. Saying happen that many times, but like things that we feel like there's a path that could lead up to this, but it's gonna still take a lot. And I mean, I'm not gonna be out there and be like Bryce Young's gonna be quarterback one. That's not gonna happen.
No,
like if it does, then 10 other guys are gonna have to get hurt, probably 15. But
damn it, you had my bold prediction number 4. That was it.
My bad, man. My bad.
I'm just kidding. You know me, I'm not a big Bryce Young guy either.
I think if you had that on here, we would just drop you upstream like, oh, lost Muscles.
Yep, exactly.
So let's let you drop your first bold prediction, Muscles. I can't wait to hear it. Again, we did not talk about these pre-shows, so you're gonna see first reaction out of both of us.
Yeah, and let's see if any of us overlap the other. But my first one, I think Justin Fields rushing gets him to top 10 quarterback in fantasy.
Okay. I think
I do like the Marvin Mims wide receiver too.
Yeah, and that Dynasty Dog Mike, Marvin Mims wide receiver too. Moss
like it.
Moss is about it, baby.
I like it.
But I think we could even go further with that one and say that he'll make the Pro Bowl once again.
Okay, Justin Fields. Oh man, Mims. Yeah, I like that. Pro Bowler, Marvin.
Pro Bowler.
Marvin Mims. Put some respect.
But I think that's a good one, Moss. I mean, so Justin Fields, a lot of skepticism around him. We know this is, I think this is going to be very consolidated. I do have a New York Jet that I'm going to talk about eventually that's on this list. It's not Justin Fields, but I think we know where the ball's going to go, and that's to the running backs, Garrett Wilson and Justin Fields. And if they let Justin Fields play, I don't want to say reckless, but that backyard type style of football, that schoolyard type, I think he's very successful. Like, you got to take the good with the bad with some of these guys. And that's what sucked seeing him with the Steelers. They would
Oh,
not
man,
take off the training wheels.
we bitched about that every week. It's
Yes, it was like, take the fucking training wheels
yeah,
off. Like, let this guy let him do his thing. Like,
yeah.
if
If he
he
fails,
throws
he fails.
interceptions,
Yeah. But
that's why we
at
pay
least
a
you can know.
defense.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Like, I don't get it, man. So, do you have any reasoning behind this? Did I cover a lot of it? I didn't mean to kind of overlap
Yeah,
you.
no, you're all good. I just yeah, I just think that with the rushing, I hope that they get the training wheels off. You know, obviously he's up with Garrett Wilson, you know, back in the Ohio State days. So
Yeah,
and like you said, it's gonna go through the running game. I mean,
yeah,
Brees Hall and fortunately Justin Fields.
yeah, absolutely. Anybody in the comments, type in what you would give that spicy wise out of 10. Like, I think for me as top 10, I think I'll give you like a 7.
Yeah, it's spicy.
I think it's hot. I don't
Yeah,
think my mouth's on fire, but we're not trying to smack one out of the park every time. Like, again,
no,
we're trying to make these realistic as well. So, uh
5.5, I'll take it. Dynasty
okay,
Dogs
yeah,
5.5.
5.5.
All right.
So, Dynasty Dog Mike, he's feeling it. So, here's my first one. Emeka Ibuka has the most yards and receptions on the Bucks this year. So we kind of labeled Ibuka. We didn't know all the Chris Godwin news. We weren't real sure. Now we know Godwin's gonna miss some time. So we have seen a big emergence out of these young receivers. We had 3 rookies finish in the top 12 last year, and Brian Thomas, Malik Neighbors, and Lad McConkey. Chris Godwin in 7 games averaged 19.7 points per game in them 7 games. Godwin isn't expected back until week 5 or possibly later. Jalen McMillan is on the IR with a neck injury. Baker was top 5 in pass attempts last year. We got no Tristan Wirfs, as we say this every damn week. So I feel like Baker's going to have to get the ball out fast. And that's not Mike Evans. Mike Evans' game is more downfield. Now, he can run good slants, don't get me wrong, but I think this is really where Ibuka can eat. And I think that we're gonna be early on Ibuka. Like, as we kind of said, he was labeled as like he's a JSN, he's a Roma Dunze. It's gonna take another year. I think it's actually
Yeah.
now.
The seas are parting, and it's like it's Ibuka just walking right down the middle. You know,
Yep.
it's Ibuka. I mean, after you said that, I was like, yeah, Godwin's. You know, he's on the pup list, I think, or he might be
Yep.
good to go for week 1. I think I did see. Never mind.
No. So they did not put him on the IR. They didn't put him on pup or anything. He's
He's
just
just
doubtful, but they're saying that he probably isn't going to play till at least week 5 or later.
Yeah. So
So if he doesn't play till week 5, week 6, and Ibuka, establishes himself, which I think he definitely can, especially in an offense where they're gonna have to get the ball out, they're gonna have to throw, and that's just what Tampa Bay does. I think he
yeah,
could really put up some nice weeks.
I do too. And I mean, I like that one because I mean, you got 31-year-old Mike Evans. I think is going to be basically his only competition.
Yeah, especially with McMillan now. I mean, if you had Jalen McMillan, Mike said 7, still a believer in Big Mike. So I mean, and I still am too. I just
Yeah,
we're getting a little bit spicy, not completely there. I still think Mike has a solid year,
I do
but
too.
that clock is ticking, dude.
Now, did you or Mike hear? I can't even remember what podcast I was listening to that they say the Tampa Bay beat reporters are saying that this Mike Evans basically said this is last year. Did anybody hear that?
I did not hear that. So
Okay.
that's wild. I mean, didn't they just pay him though? Which
I think so.
he could
Like
still
I said,
leave.
I don't remember I can't remember what podcast that was. I wish I knew. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's football guys or so.
Yeah, Mike said that he doesn't know either, but
Yeah.
I just feel like with Ibuka that, if you have an older receiver that's still capable, but you're in that slot role. Ooh, I think he could have a really nice start to the year. And, as you don't want to be waiting, I guess I'm saying, because it could definitely happen now. And if you had Jalen McMillan, you were like, damn, when they drafted Emeka, lost all value. And then you had a glimmer of hope, and then he has a neck injury and goes on IR because I think he could have had a role in this offense too because McMillan looked really good last year.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was excited for McMillan. I think McMillan's a good buy. I think later on in the year, once people start kind of forgetting about him and everything like that, I think I'm gonna go out and trade for some McMillan.
Yeah, I mean, even if you gave up, like, I think a third or something would do it. Even now might be the time to go buy him. He's on IR. I mean, you might get him super, super cheap.
Well, I'm
And
saying like if a playoff contender has him on his roster, you might be able to give up like a Jacoby Myers or like I,
yeah,
I don't know, like a Jacoby Myers type player, like
right.
it's
Yeah, I don't
old,
know.
like a wide receiver 3. You know what I mean? Like
Right, right.
I don't know.
Yeah,
That's what
you
I'm
could get him. You could probably get him cheaper than that, to be honest.
right.
I think a
I'm saying like
lot of
just one of them old, like 29-year-old. Like I'm trying to think of a guy off the top of my head, like 29, 30, but like a wide, no, obviously not like a Devontae Adams or anything like that, but like, one of
right.
those wide receiver 3, wide receiver
But
4, maybe just
Adam
emerge.
Thielen. Adam
Yeah,
Thielen.
yeah, Adam Thielen. Adam
That'd
Thielen,
be a
Keenan
good one. And then
Allen. Yeah.
I think it would be nice to see McMillan moved if I mean, it could happen possibly. I mean, we'll see what happens with Mike Evans, but Mike Evans, if that is true, Mike Evans does retire next year and they don't draft anybody, is it Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Jalen McMillan?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, I like that as like, just a sneaky, get rid of one of them guys off your roster. You might even be able to do that now with Adam Thielen because he's going to put up production the first couple weeks with Addison out.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't mind that at all, Muscles. That's a really good point. So let's go ahead. Let's get into your next one, Mus. I can't wait to hear it.
All right. So back in 2018,
Hmm.
a rookie by the name of Saquon Barkley came through and
Ooh.
set the reception record for running backs. Or no, actually, I think just actual reception records for running back at 91. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My number 2 pre-NFL draft running back's going to break that record, and that's Travion Henderson.
Oh, okay.
I think Vrabel's gonna get. I trust in it. I think Drake May, they got that line beefed up. I think he's gonna have some dump offs, and I can see Travion Henderson breaking Barkley's reception.
Jersey off. Damn. Woo. Ooh, that's spicy. That's spicy. I like it. I like it.
I like it.
I like it, man. Is he your number 2 back right now?
I don't think. I think it has to be Hampton.
Yeah. And it is close. It is close. I feel like Genty's in a tier by himself, and then you have Hampton and Henderson.
Yep.
And I think, and I mean, we don't even know if Najee has an eye left, but like,
did you get the alert? Apparently, he's suiting up for week 1.
I did see that. Like, but we just haven't heard nothing. Like,
no, I know.
Does he suit up and and then they throw out damn Kamani Vidal? Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Nobody has a picture of. I haven't saw a picture of him on Twitter. I don't know.
No. Yeah, Mike's sweating too. Like, yeah, I would give that one. I think I'd give that one like a 9. I think I'd give that one a 9. I don't know. I don't want to go 10. I don't want to give a rookie bold prediction score. I mean, that's rookies do that. We'll make it like Barstool. Let's go like 9-3. 9-3.
Yeah. Okay.
I like it. It's spicy, but I like it. So Mike said he saw an interview with Najee today, still in sunglasses.
Oh.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm sure the eye is very sensitive if there's one there. Like, I'm saying that as a joke, but not really. Like honestly, like what is going on?
Yeah. I don't know. That's not good if he's sunglasses.
Yeah, it's see if he's ever the same football player that he was.
And I mean that's a shame because I mean 4-time 1,000-yard rusher. Like I feel like he's an undervalued asset as far as dynasty, even before the eye injury. Going to the Chargers, but That's a shame.
It is a damn shame as well. And I think, you know, maybe we should have put that as a bold prediction. We see Kamani Vidal take the field and not Najee Harris, but I don't even know how bold that is. That might be like a 3.
Yeah.
It's very strange, but Mike's in the chat, so we're gonna go over number 2 for me, and it is Rome Odunze is a top 10 receiver this year. So look, Rome is in a Ben Johnson offense. Antoine Randall has said he isn't just an outside guy. They're moving him around. I love to see that. Is he in the Almond Raw, St. Brown role? I don't know if it's him, DJ Moore. Luther Burden has looked good. So I get there are a lot of targets to go around. We will see. But even if he's not, man, he has that really, really good contested catch ability. That's what he was really known for out of Washington. His final year at Washington, he had a 75% contested catch rate, had a 72.2 last year. There's no more Keenan Allen. They've revamped this offensive line. That's going to give Caleb more time to let Rome get downfield and do what he does. We all knew that Rome Odunze was going to take a year.
Oh, yeah.
In the years here. It's happening, man. So I'm here. Dynasty Dog Mike says it's happening. It's a 1. He's on board.
Yeah,
I know
I
he's
am.
a big Rome guy too. And you're getting this guy late. Like you're getting him at wide receiver 20-something prices. I'm all in on them prices, and I have a lot of Rome Odunze.
Yeah, I do too. I don't know what my share is, but I remember when we did the wide receiver show when we scouted him, and I said like it's a damn shame he's coming out in this class because
Yeah.
if he was in just about any other rookie class, he would probably be my wide receiver 1 hands down. But of course, he came out with Malik Neighbors
Right.
and Marv, and I mean you can't. As much as I loved Rome, I couldn't put him above him. But
Right.
yeah, it was a damn shame. I loved Rome's film, but
Yeah. I did too. I originally had him as 12, and I was like, we need to go up a couple notches. So I put him at 10. I really do think this is gonna happen.
oh, definitely Rome. Definitely
Oh
Rome.
yeah, Rome
Rome
10 out
all
of
day.
10 times over
Yep.
Ted.
Yep.
There's no hate on Ted. Ted's a little overvalued to me. That's how I feel personally. I wish they came out and said Ted McMillan was going to be in the slot role because he's a bigger guy that I think can operate in the slot. He reminds me a lot of like a Michael Pittman, which is a damn good receiver, but like I don't know. I think Rome's upside and just like one-on-one contested catch situations. Like, I think this is a better offense where we could end up seeing more touchdown upside. Like, you look at Carolina, this is an offense that, like, I think spits and sputters sometimes.
Oh, I just reread that. He said pre-draft, so let's take landing spots out of it.
I'd still take
Who's
Rome.
yeah, I would too. But yeah, I just now noticed that I don't know why. I just kind of stopped
Yeah, I
reading
didn't
it.
even see the pre-draft.
Yeah,
I think Rome's hands down better than Tet
yeah,
personally.
yeah, me too.
Uh so let's go ahead. Let's get to your next one. That one maybe that was a layup for me. Maybe that was a
All
layup,
right.
but
That's
I
all
don't
right.
know. Wide receiver 20 some prices. I don't think it's a layup. I think it's probably right in the middle. I do think there's some people on Rome, but I think there's a lot of people that's out on Rome. And I think DJ Moore does become a very good value because he's a guy that does produce all the damn time, and just like nobody really ever wants DJ Moore.
Yeah, yeah, you're exactly right. So, but yeah, we'll get into my next one. It actually kind of has to do with the Parson news a little bit in a way,
Okay.
kind of, sort of. We could spin it, tilt your head. But anyway, Dak Prescott is a top 5 fantasy quarterback this year. I think with with the addition of George Pickens, obviously they re-signed Jake Ferguson. I love Javonte. If you're listening, I love you. But like, I mean, what run game do they have? And
Yeah.
now they just got rid of Micah.
Yep.
So I mean, this defense is gonna probably give up more points. I'd say, as Kenny Clark's gonna serve his role, but I just, yeah, I just think they're gonna be in a lot of like shootout / comeback games, and I think Dak gonna just sling it.
Absolutely. What's up, Rich? Thanks for the support,
Yeah.
man. Hope you had a good Labor Day weekend. Sucks back to the gridiron tomorrow, but yeah, I like this. I know our buddy Jake texted us, and he was like, "Yeah, I want to get Dak later. Like this is kind of like how I'm setting this up," and we're both like, "Yeah, absolutely." And then he ended up getting Baker later, which it's like I still think that's actually really really good, but
Oh, I do too.
yeah, in Man's draft, the Elite Mafia Challenge, I did take Dak. I got Dak later. I'm very much in on Dak this year. I think again, not trying to repeat everything you said, but like this defense, really, really bad. Uh are they bottom five? Is the Dallas defense bottom five?
Yeah, I would think they're definitely there. I mean, they're
Yeah,
definitely knocking on the door if they're not.
yeah. I am They're bad, man. I think Carolina's gotta be down there. I think Miami's gonna surprise a lot and be really bad. Maybe not surprise people, but, like, they did not look good all preseason.
Yeah, did Jacksonville really upgrade there? I know Jacksonville was a defense we'd
Jacksonville's
always go
bad.
after in DFS.
Yeah.
Um,
Jacksonville, we went after
Commanders
Carolina. What's that?
was the Commanders. They were always a team we'd target too in DFS.
Yeah, I think that they upgraded a little bit, and I think coaching's really gonna help them this year. I think Washington takes a bit of a step forward, and I think they're kinda middle of the road for me. Uh, and talking like better defenses, I think Arizona Cardinals are very sneaky, I feel like this year. I
Okay.
I I think New Orleans is gonna be down there as well. They're gonna be a really bad they're just gonna be bad all around. And whenever your offense can't just keeps coming off the field, it wears the defense down as well. So
Yeah.
I'd put them down there. Yeah, Dallas is bottom five for me, and the addition of George Pickens, they lock in Jake Ferguson. I like this a lot. I think CD is due for a huge, huge bounce back year.
Yep.
I like it, Muss. I like it a lot. I would give that spicy wise. I think I'm gonna keep it at like
It was like a mild,
five,
like a
yeah, like a five
like a
eight.
yeah, like a Taco Bell mild sauce, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like and then like maybe with some like pepper on it, like makes
Yeah.
your nose a little tingly, but not like
Not
and
not
you
intense.
know you're gonna have to go to the bathroom later. And you're like, damn.
I
Like,
like
it's not horrible, but it kinda does suck.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it, I like it. Now this one, I think this one's gonna be pretty spicy. I debated on doing this, but I'm gonna do it. Calvin Ridley is a top 12 receiver this year. Cam Ward's here. So Calvin Ridley had a 23% target share last year. After DeAndre Hopkins was traded, them 3 games right after, it spiked clean up to a 36.4%, leading the NFL in them 3 weeks right after. Who else do the Tennessee Titans have? I think
Yeah.
we're going to see a very heavy dose of Calvin Ridley. And if he can stay healthy, ooh, I think he's in for a big year. I don't think Dynasty Dog Mike's on it. He said, "Ooh, Andy, let's
Yeah,
see what that." I'm gonna say that's got to be close to a 10.
I like it. Like I mean in top 12, it is spicy, but I do like the Ridley love because I mean they upgraded this line. They're doing everything they can for Cam Ward.
Yep.
And like you said, who are they gonna throw the ball to? I mean, name 3 Titans receivers. I
Yep.
guess other than their rookies. I mean, I guess
Tyler Lockett.
yeah,
Restrepo
Restrepo.
went undrafted like that.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a nice story, but they did let him go and he came back. So like,
Yeah. Remember last year when we saw that TikTok that was like, is this guy a country singer or a Titans receiver? And they were like naming all these guys, and it was like we didn't even,
yeah,
yeah, they all have like names, and we're like, oh, I never even heard of that guy. But
right. We could do the Shane Gillis where he just points out his buddy's random wife and just says, Brittany Hicks, she won an MVP or whatever. And everybody's clapping. He's like, that's wild. That's my buddy's friend.
yeah, yeah, yeah. This guy over here plays for the Titans. He's
Yeah,
a
he's a
receiver.
wide receiver.
We're gonna go to the bar and see if that works for women. Yeah,
Yeah.
my buddy over here, he plays for the Titans. He's a receiver.
We should definitely do that here. Maybe we'll do it at our buddy's wedding. Like everybody be all drunk up, like, hey, this is my buddy. He was receiver. He plays for the Titans.
Yeah, nobody's gonna
See what
know.
they say.
Yeah, exactly. They named Calvin Ridley, and that's about it. And Chig, but Chig's a tight end, but
Right.
that's all I know.
Yeah. It's
Like I said, I mean, I do know, but
right. This is why I thought they might be very big on the Jacoby Myers news, like trying to
yeah,
bring in Jacoby to get somebody. Because the big thing you hope, I mean, they did draft A. Manor, which, I wasn't the biggest A. Manor guy, and I feel like A. Manor is a player that like is gonna take some time, but does have some upside. But like, I'm not huge on him, so they need production now. Does Tyler Lockett have anything left? I don't know. Mike said he does have Cam Ward as a top 15 quarterback.
I
So
like that. Yeah, I like
I
it.
like that too. I think that's like a mild because Mike's kind of brought me over to the Cam Ward love as well. I think this guy is a leader, a baller, and we are going to talk about the Titans again here later on in the show. So
Yeah.
so let's go back. Let's see. I'm throwing a pitch. Muscles is winding up. Let's see what he's gonna smack out of the park here.
All right, here you go. This one's gonna hit home. Pat Fryermuth and Johnny Smith are both top 15 tight ends.
Oh shit. Oh,
Uh,
woo.
I mean, who else? I mean, they got DK. Yeah, we don't even know who their number 2 is.
I've been drafting and trying to pick up a lot of Roman Wilson, but
Yeah,
he hasn't established himself. He hasn't.
no.
And we know Arthur Smith, he has to get Jonnu Smith involved. I don't. Whew. I give that. I give that probably a 9.8. I give that a 9.8. But
Are we just to Diablo yet, or are we just on like fire?
we're in the fucking fire, bro. We're in the fire.
All right, all right.
I like it though. I like it. Like we gotta get spicy, but
Yeah, I mean, Aaron Rodgers. Hopefully, he has
uses tight ends.
Yeah, hopefully he has something left in the tank, and yeah, like I said, who outside of DK are we going to use? I mean,
Yeah.
Roman Wilson can't. Seems like he can't stay healthy, and
Right. And when you do miss your rookie year, there was a big stat like whenever you don't put up X amount of yards your rookie season, like your chances of hitting are very, very slim. So,
Yeah.
and I mean, Pat Fryermuth is reliable as much as like we can be frustrated. He is more of like a slot guy. He's not the greatest blocker, which Johnny is too. Either one of these guys are really great blockers, in my opinion, both kind of slot type guys. So, hey, it could happen.
It
And
could.
especially at tight end, because the difference of tight end, you're saying top 15,
Yeah,
between 15 and like 8 and 15 and like 20, it's not a huge difference. We see it
Mhm.
every year.
Right.
We see it every year. I mean, there's a possibility where like, you know, Jonnu Smith comes out hot and gets hurt and misses 4 weeks and still finishes as a top 15 tight end. Then Pat Fryermuth gets a little bit and then takes over for that production, So it definitely isn't a range of outcomes, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I like it. It definitely was hot. I definitely did not expect it. And I got a tight end that I'm going to talk about. And this tight end goes by the name of Dalton Kincaid. And Dalton Kincaid is a target leader in Buffalo and has a top 3 year for the Buffalo Bills. So we see tight ends break out later a lot. And a lot of times it takes 3 years. We are in year 3 of Dalton Kincaid. So in an offense where he is still probably the most athletic guy, I we'll see. I think he's a pretty athletic fellow. So injuries are a bit of a concern. This is a high-powered offense that I want a part of. We were in on Khalil Shakir last year. I think this is a year I'm back in on Dalton Kincaid in this high-powered offense. And the Bills average just under 31 points per game. That was second in the NFL. So we need to find a piece of this offense and use it. And I'm going to invest in Dalton Kincaid.
Yeah, it's got to go somewhere, and I like it. I mean, back when we started playing fantasy, it was always the 3 years, and you sat there, waited. But now it seems like these rookie tight ends have kind of spoiled us.
Yeah,
the last couple of years. You had Kyle Pitts with a 1,000-yard season, then we had Brock Bowers, of course,
Yeah,
and that just wasn't how it was back in the day.
it
And
wasn't.
the Bills, for some odd reason, won't ever draft a stud alpha wide receiver or go out and sign one. I mean, they got rid of Diggs, but it's got to come from somewhere. And yeah, I don't mind it because I mean it's got to go somewhere. It's just
Right.
if we knew where it was going,
We're in.
We're in. I mean, if we knew it was Keon Coleman, if we knew, obviously Shakir gets his,
Yeah,
but like, where is it? Is it Josh Paul? I mean, Josh Paul. It can't be Josh Palmer, but like,
right.
I think
And
Josh Palmer will have a role, but
right. Do they just keep spreading it around? It's very possible. I think another thing I want to add on to this 31 points per game, James Cook had 16 rushing touchdowns last year. That's very unlikely to repeat. So, like, could we get, which we could always get a little more out of Allen? Or do they throw the ball a little more? And that does, it does suck because Dawson Knox is a very good blocker. So you see him in a lot of play action and he gets the touchdown. Like, and that's what sucks with Kincaid because whenever Kincaid gets you, he don't always do this, but gets you 3 for 40 and he doesn't have that touchdown, that really dampers his upside. So like we gotta see a change in that as well. And and it's these soft tissue injuries. Whenever I was on Mike and Rich's show, uh, you know, Kincaid was a player I believe Rich brought up and talked about, and that's what I said. It's just these damn injuries. But
yeah,
I think tight end 3 is I think that's pretty damn spicy personally.
yeah, it definitely is.
I think a tight end 1 would be very mild, and I'd be happy with the tight end 1 season, but tight end, top 3, whew, that'd be nice.
Yeah, it would be. When is Knox's contract up? Is this the last year for Knox? Is that
I feel like they extended him, and I don't 100% know.
I don't either. We're gonna have to look that up because this could be the time to get on Kincaid before they, if this is the last year of Knox's contract.
Right. We just
Sure.
need to see something out of this blocking, and then do they put him in a slot? So I'm gonna put both of them on the field even, and I know they do that sometimes, but we get a healthy year out of Kincaid, I think he could show us something.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's go ahead. We'll hit it back to you here, Must. I don't know how many you have. I think I have 10.
Yeah, I have 10 also.
Okay.
But my next one is Trevor Lawrence. We'll get the Baker Mayfield treatment from Liam Cohen. And I think he's back up in top 5-ish quarterbacks.
Ooh.
They go out, they get Travis Hunter, which we both like. We're both on the Travis Hunter bandwagon. And we got a new OC, or not new OC, new head coach, but I don't know, maybe they do have a new OC. But yeah, I do. I think Trevor Lawrence, is this generational guy. I think he's he's getting the Caleb Williams treatment where he didn't live up to this,
Mm-hmm.
But I think he can get up there to top 5-ish. I'll say top 7. Top 7. Top 5 is going to be tough.
It will be tough. There's always usually an injury. I want to see. He had one really good year where we all started to buy back in. He was top 10-ish. I want to take a look. He was quarterback 8.
Okay.
That was in 2022. So, and then even 2023 in 16 games, he finished as quarterbacks 13. So just outside of a quarterback 1. Then last year, of course, that Shazier guy or whatever, he just completely blasted him. Like Trevor Lawrence needs to learn to get down. But like, yeah, I think that he does fall into the hype guys, right? Like,
yeah,
the beautiful golden locks out of Clemson, like everybody, and Trevor Lawrence. If I don't know whenever everybody listening when you played Dynasty or whatever, but he was damn good at Clemson. Like he was the real deal. I always make them comparisons like the LeBron James, the Michael Jordan, the guys that make the guys around them better. And that's what Trevor Lawrence did. He turned a lot of guys I'm trying to think of the one guy's name, Amari. He was with the Packers, but like made him look really good, and just never did anything in the NFL. And uh, Ross, not John Ross, Justin Ross, who was with Kansas City, played with him.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Made him, he looked really good. Just guys that aren't even in the NFL anymore. So
Yeah,
you know,
he definitely has the pedigree.
he
You know,
does.
he
He
does.
does. I
And
think him getting what was the coach's name that drafted him? That he's wild.
I could see him.
We're doing a bad job with these coaching
He
names
was
tonight.
dancing with that girl at the nightclub.
Mm-hmm.
His name.
I can't. If anybody knows in the chat, jump it in the chat.
Yeah.
But like,
He was a college football coach for the longest time.
yeah, he said some shit about that kicker too, and
I'm gonna have to look it up now.
I know we won't be able to continue the show, but it is definitely in a range of outcomes. So if I miss out on Dak,
Urban Meyer.
Yeah, Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
If I miss out on Dak, Trevor Lawrence is my backup plan all the time.
Especially in redraft. I think them two guys are great.
Yeah. What would you give up for Trevor Lawrence in Dynasty? I'm just kind of concerned. Now let's talk like pick wise or like other quarterback wise where you would feel good like moving for Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, let's look at keep trade cut real quick. Let's do some would you rather.
Yeah, I like doing that kind of I kind of want to see where Trevor Lawrence is and what we would do. Because we definitely have a lot of like younger guys that are getting some hype and for the right reasons, but we can't really forget about Trevor Lawrence, who's 25 years old in an offense that we expect that are gonna really move the ball and have a really bad defense.
Okay, would you rather Trevor Lawrence or Michael Penix?
Trevor Lawrence.
Yep. Okay, so basically behind Trevor Lawrence is Michael Penix. I know your answer for Bryce Young. I mean,
Yeah.
And then Jared Goff.
Bryce Young ahead of him on KTC?
No, behind him.
Okay.
I'm reading these guys behind him.
Okay.
And now we'll go Trevor Lawrence or Kyler Murray. See, there's a safe option, I feel like, and then there's a swing for the fences.
And I've read things, I don't know how true they are, that Kyler might not run as much. If that's the case, give me Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna take the safe bet and just go.
Give me Trevor Lawrence either. Yeah, give me Trevor Lawrence either way, because you're talking about I know Trevor Lawrence got hurt last year, but Kyler had that real bad. What he tear his ACL.
Yeah.
So he could be an injury away from kind of flaming out. And I like Kyler this year, but yeah, give me Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence or Baker Mayfield?
Trevor Lawrence.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm with you. I mean, I definitely
like Baker, but
I do too, and I wouldn't argue with you if you pick Baker there. JJ McCarthy.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the safe bet there too. Boy, we just talked about Cam Ward.
I knew that was coming up. Adam said no way he's taking Baker.
Now in Dynasty, Adam, or I mean, are we thinking Dynasty? I mean, I know I was thinking Dynasty.
I'm thinking Dynasty. I mean, he's younger.
Redraft, I would probably go Baker. I think except
That's for close for me in redraft, man. I mean, we Adam, you got to remember Wirfs is out. We got an aging Mike Evans. I just made this bold prediction about Ibuka, which is a rookie. You have Brian Thomas, Travis Hunter. I like this coaching. I like this scheme. Bad defense. I think a lot really points in the favor of Lawrence, but it is close. It is close. Now, Cam Ward. Because here's the problem. Let's think of it outside of the box. Let's think of it, which I shouldn't do that. Trevor Lawrence. I'd take Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, over Cam Ward?
Yeah, but think of it from a value wise though. If Cam Ward comes out, let's say he has a CJ Stroud type season, right?
Yeah.
CJ Stroud CJ Stroud was valued as like a top 3 guy.
Oh yeah, a lot of people are. I've saw drafts where he went quarterback 1.
Yeah.
I did.
And that's what I mean.
After
So if
that
I'm
rookie
thinking of
year.
it from a value wise, I think I'm taking Cam Ward because I think if Trevor Lawrence puts up a top 5 season, I still think he's going to have skeptics. They're going to be like, "Oh, it was one
Oh,
good season."
absolutely,
If Cam
absolutely.
Ward does this with fucking Calvin Ridley, people are going to be like, he's
Yep.
a real deal. Wait till he gets some weapons. Sorry,
Yep.
Mike. You said say it because I couldn't say it. He's on the Cam Ward side, which I man, it is close. It's close to me, and probably for a lot of people, it is not close. It's probably Cam Ward.
All right, so Trevor Lawrence is quarterback 18. Okay, so Kyler was quarterback 17, Baker quarterback 16, JJ 15, Cam Ward 14, Brock Purdy. I think I'm taking Lawrence. That might
And I
be.
always say Brock Purdy is like one of the best values, but yeah, give me Trevor Lawrence. Give me Trevor
Yeah,
Lawrence.
I am too. Jordan Love.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Dude, I am not a Jordan Love guy. I am not a Jordan. I'm wearing a green, but I am not a Jordan Love guy. I just
So now we got Trevor Lawrence up to quarterback 12. Okay.
okay.
Caleb Williams.
No,
Yeah.
that's enough. That's enough.
CJ Stroud. Are you?
Mm,
I think that one's close.
that one's close to me, man. I think CJ Stroud's good, but this line's bad, and uh oh, to Jordan Love over. No way. Get
I
out of here, Adam. No way. I'm just I'm not on that Jordan Love bandwagon.
either.
Oh,
That
I am not. I think he struggles getting the ball down the field. I think he's very good. He fits the system well. LaFleur will make the best of what he has, but
yeah.
overpaid, man. They overpaid. And I think and that's what I'm curious, Adam. What do you think they paid? I mean, obviously you probably do think they paid Jordan Love the money that they paid him. What is he, like a top 5? I don't know. There's been other
Oh yeah.
contracts. He's
Yeah.
up there.
I think Dak out. You know.
That's wild though, too.
Yeah, that's wild. But I think it was Love, and then Dak got his money, and I think Dak was over Love. But I think Love's second. I could be wrong on that, but
Mm,
that's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, so we have him. So where do we have? I said Caleb's enough. I can't. But I
Yeah,
mean, there could be an
that's
argument with Caleb Williams.
there could be. There could be. So that was quarterback 12. CJ Stroud's close. CJ's
Hmm.
quarterback 10. But
I
that one's
feel
close.
I feel like I don't want to be too hard on CJ Stroud. That was only what year 2,
Yeah.
and then we had Nico miss time, Tank Dell. Give me CJ Stroud, but it is close.
No, I don't think you're gonna take him over any of these guys, but I'm gonna throw, obviously Herbert's above him.
Mhm.
Mahomes, Hurts, Burrow, Lamar, Jaden Daniels, Josh Allen. But I got 2 names. Bo Nix and Drake May. Would you throw Lawrence over any of them?
Mm.
I don't think I could, but I'm just curious of what your thoughts are.
Um, Bo Nix runs around, and Drake May does too. They both run around a lot for fantasy. Give me both of them over them.
Yeah, I'm there
Give me
too.
give me both of them over them. I think there could be a little bit of a step back from them guys, but
Yeah.
I just I don't mind it. Bo Nix, surprisingly, I was looking earlier. I think he was like right outside of the top 5 in pass attempts last year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't really run the ball. I mean,
Mm-mm.
Devontae and Estime.
And I still think with RJ Harvey and J.K. Dobbins, they're going to throw the ball quite a bit and probably to the backs. So
Yeah, I
I
love
like.
Evan Ingram this year.
I don't think he's proven himself. He lost, or they. I guess they did. They did beat Dallas, but I just. I'm not. I can't get on that. I can't get on it. I think if he comes out and has a good year again this year, Adam, I think I'll definitely be back in a little bit because Love was a really good value. We like
It
Jordan
was.
Love at the price. Getting him for a late first. He's in that 2020 class. Took some time. So let's see. Yeah, more than Lawrence.
Yeah, I won't disagree with that, but I mean,
I won't.
it's
I probably wouldn't either because at least he got to the playoffs. But Lawrence's defense is really bad. I think Green
yeah,
Bay has a better defense than Jacksonville, and I think that's what kind of really helped propel them, and better coaching. I mean, obviously LaFleur, compared to Urban Meyer and who else? They had somebody else in there. It
somebody
wasn't
else.
anything.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I like Liam Cohen, and I like the receiving core this year. I mean, obviously Brian Thomas and
Yeah,
Travis.
Mike brings up a good point too. I do agree. I don't think Bo does run as much this year with these running backs. Now, I still think he's mobile enough that he will and he can, but yeah, I mean, if he's checking down, this much, it might take away a little bit from the run. But if his pass attempts are still up there, which is wild because I thought Denver had a pretty good defense, you
Yeah,
know, I could still maybe he's a little bit more efficient as a passer this year as well. Damn, we're only on number 5 for me, so we'll get through a couple more of these. We're an hour in. Uh,
let's
Number
do it.
5. What's that, Moss?
Let's do it. What's number 5?
Number 5 for me. Have Brees Hall finishes as a top 3 back this year and then goes into free agency, leaves a New York Jets. So, got to remember, just 1 year ago, he was a running back too. There was no Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers was a big part. He just wanted to be Aaron Rodgers, throw the ball, not necessarily run the ball at all. This is the new coaching staff with Aaron Glenn, brings in his guys. That 2023 season that Brees Hall was running back too, he led the league with 76 receptions on 95 targets. A team that wants to run the ball. This helps Justin Fields. Uh, we know there's a consolidation in targets, right? We know where the ball is going. It's running. It's Justin Fields. It is Garrett Wilson. So we got to remember, as a free agency part of this, they do pay Garrett Wilson all that money, and they do pay Sauce Gardner all that money. What's left over for Brees Hall? I think that's a big question. And if he comes out and he does this as a top 3 back, I think somebody does come out and pay him big money. So I think he's not a New York Jet.
I'll go one step further. I think he's dealt at the deadline.
Okay. Yeah, if they start losing, I think it's a really good possibility.
I think Dallas. I mean, we were just talking about Dallas. Dallas would be a great option. I think the Chiefs. I mean, if I do like Pacheco. I mean, don't
Right, but there's still some
hate on him.
skepticism. He's coming off a brutal injury. Shouldn't have even came back and played last year.
Yeah, he shouldn't have. But yeah, I like it. I mean, the only thing that scares me, and I say it all the time, it's like Justin Fields ain't gonna beat you deep. Until they take the training wheels off, maybe we can see. But defenses are gonna play up. I mean, he's probably gonna get some dump off, so that's gonna help him. But I think for him to get top 3, he's gonna have to have some dump offs. And the bad thing is I don't think the Jets are gonna put up a bunch of points.
Yep.
So I think the touchdowns aren't gonna be there as what they are for other guys. So he's gonna have to basically work his ass off to get running back through.
Right. He's gonna have to break some bigger runs and everything.
He is.
I think a big thing with Brees Hall. So my hot take at the beginning of the year was he finishes as a running back 1, and I really was looking through. And I was like, I know that's spicy. I can't get to running back 1 itself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go top 3 just because I don't think Justin Fields will check it down as much as Rodgers did. I don't think, or any of these other bad quarterbacks. And they had Zach Wilson and that whole fiasco, whoever else they had, and Joe Flacco for a little bit at one point. I just don't think that he's going to check it down as much. So the touchdowns have to be there. And then an offense, like you said, Muscles, that, might be lacking some touchdowns. He's going to have to break off like 40-yard runs for touchdowns. And we don't want Brees Hall, and it could happen. It very well could happen. We don't want Brees Hall pounding the ball 6 times in a possession. They get down to the red zone and Braylon Allen comes in and punches it in either. So that is a worry.
Yeah. So I mean, I like it. I mean, that's the whole thing. I mean, we got to be spicy.
Yeah, I think it's pretty spicy. What would you give that spicy wise? Anybody that's watching, spam the chat, put in there, what would you give it?
I definitely would give it like an 8. I mean, I think top 3 is what, I like Brees Hall. I mean, we all know that, but
The talent.
Yeah, the talent. It's just top threes, like whoo, you know.
One of the best running backs I've watched on film. I loved his tape. Loved his tape.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
So let's go ahead. We'll hit it back to you, Muscles. Who do you got here at number 6?
This one's gonna sting for you.
Hmm.
Zach Charbonnet outscores Kenneth Walker.
Oh, that does sting. That does sting.
I figured I knew you're on the Kenneth Walker bandwagon. I'm just I like Kenneth Walker. I do. Man, it just seems like every time they bring in Zach Charbonnet, he for some odd reason he does have big games. Like I love him for best ball. Just for that reason. You don't really have to worry about, starting him or anything like that. But
right.
Yeah, Kenneth Walker just can't stay healthy. I mean, the best ability is availability. And every time Charbonnet comes in, it just seems like he just puts up the numbers. I don't know if it's receptions, if he just lucks out with touchdowns. I haven't really dissected and see where all of his points come from. But like it seems like every time you need him, I mean, we're always playing him in DFS if Walker's hurt.
I know he is. He's an automatic go-to. And the problem is you can't handcuff Kenneth Walker because sometimes Zach Charbonnet does go before Kenneth Walker.
Yeah. So I don't know how spicy that is, but that's a bold take.
I think for me it's spicy just for the simple fact that like I am very pro Kenneth Walker. I've talked about it on multiple shows. When the coaching staff comes out and they were like, we need to get the ball to Kenneth Walker. Like he basically forgot Zach Charbonnet was even on the team. Doesn't mean anything if Kenneth Walker's hurt, right?
Right.
If Kenneth Walker's hurt, Zach Charbonnet is on the field. I really think he's a good player. He was somebody out of UCLA. Kind of even in my tape grading, I changed my whole thing because of all the broken tackles Zach Charbonnet had. Catches the ball really, really well. He could operate in a 2-back system. They definitely could. It's going to be interesting because, where you're drafting these guys, somebody's going to lose a lot of value. Somebody, between this battle because they're going so high and so close together. It's got to go one way or the other. But for years and years, yeah, I agree. I mean, going back to rookie drafts, film-wise, Zach Charbonnet was higher for us. When he went the second round to Seattle, we're like, damn, behind Kenneth Walker. Like he ended up being like a beginning mid-second round pick.
Yeah, exactly.
I think for me, I'm gonna say it's a 7, but I think for everybody watching this, and I don't want to speak for others, I'd say it's probably like 5,
Right.
5, like right in the middle there.
All right, hit us.
So for me, this one, I think this is probably gonna piss a lot of people off.
Oh boy, I'm ready.
Jameson Williams is traded at the deadline, and Isaac Tesla steps into the role. So here's my reasoning behind this. I like Jameson Williams, but he is the 3rd or 4th option in this offense. It goes through Gibbs, St. Brown, and then like when Montgomery's on the field, but I won't even put that. But Laporta, is it Jameson Williams or Sam Laporta? And I think it's going to be Laporta in the red zone. Now, Jameson Williams does finish as a wide receiver 22 last year. He had 1,000 yards on 58 receptions. Guys that finished behind him, of course, because of injury. Nico, Puka, them are 2 with the injuries, but like even Marvin Harrison Jr., we expect him to take a step forward. We expect DK Metcalf to take a step forward. So I just can't trust a player that's finishing with that high, just on that little bit of volume, man. I mean, that's not a lot of volume to me. He's a good player. I feel like this is the ceiling, though. This is also a non-Ben Johnson offense. We take 5% off of these numbers. He comes away with just under, what I say, he had 50 receptions, right?
Yeah.
No, he had 58. We'll give him
58.
We'll give him 55 receptions, 950 yards, and 6 touchdowns. That put him right around wide receiver 30. So he ends up falling back into that wide receiver 3 category. And I think that's just what he is. And I think Isaac Tesla's looked really good so far. I know it's preseason, but I believe he caught a touchdown every preseason game so far. Shout out to Richie for that information in Discord. I remember him saying about that. It's like, oh, damn. I think he's looked really good so far. So contract year, maybe they don't want to pay, Jameson Williams, and there's always a team out there that somewhat is struggling that overpays for guys like Jameson Williams, and Jameson Williams doesn't have the cleanest bill of crime, I guess, gambling and shit like that. So
Them damn degenerate gamblers.
not like we do anything like
No, no.
So how do you feel about this take?
Yeah, it's definitely spicy. I mean, when you said it at first, I'm like, oh wow, like, but as you laid it out there, you did a good job laying it out. I'm kind of
Gotta
buying
make
on
a case.
Yeah, you got to make a case. I don't know where this hype's coming from. I mean, all of a sudden, it's like
I
everybody.
don't get it.
I don't get it either. Like everybody's on the Jameson Williams bandwagon. I mean, I like this film coming out. I remember you liked this film coming out. But yeah, I mean, I just think he is what he is. Like you said, 58 receptions. I mean, we need to get that up. Like I would like to see a receiver get like 80, 70, like
Right.
get more receptions. I get it. Like he's like the Deshaun Jackson, like I don't know.
But here's kind of my point to that too. I think he's more than a downfield player, but I don't think Detroit will use him any other way because
Right.
St. Brown's so damn good that they're not like, we can't put you both in the middle of the field. Like when we watch Jameson Williams film, like he's a very good route runner. Like he isn't just a down the field guy.
Yeah.
But like,
So if he gets moved, I think I'm
that's
more.
interesting.
I'm in on Jameson Williams if he gets moved.
Yeah, I think that becomes much more interesting. And like I don't know who's a team. What if he went to Tennessee like mid-season or something? Then like I don't know if they'll do it this year. I think it would be more of a move next year. Like, hey, we're not going to pay you. Thanks for your services. And Tesla steps in, but we'll see. I think that there's a good chance that he is gone. Wouldn't that be wild if he went to the Bears? Like I got rid of DJ Moore.
Jeez. Yeah.
I mean, we're really saying a bunch of what ifs, but it's fun to do that sometimes.
It is. It is.
Let's get back to you here, Muscle. Get back on track. This is, I believe, is your number 7 take.
I'm gonna go ahead and do 7 and 8 together here because they're actually kind of the same. They're the same team. We're gonna stay on the Lions.
Okay.
I think with the Lions' new OC, I think they spit and sputter. I think Jared Goff goes back to the old Jared Goff, and I think he finishes outside quarterback 15. I think he's, outside definitely quarterback 1. I think he's quarterback 15 or below. I think Amon-Ra finishes outside the top 10.
Oh, okay. I have one of these takes too.
Okay.
I'll read you my Jared Goff take. All right. We're on the same page on this. Jared Goff will not be a top 20 quarterback.
Oh, wow. See, I went 15. Yeah. Oof.
You went 15. I went clean down to 20. I agree.
Wow, yours is bolder.
I think Jared Goff really takes a step back with no Ben Johnson. I think he's very average. If St. Brown were to miss time, yes, they still have Jameson Williams, but like he is not Amon-Ra. I think they would really go to the run game, and Jared Goff for fantasy does not give us that rushing upside. Like he's very statue type. I mean, I think there's been over-unders with half a yard, and he doesn't get it.
Yeah. I bet that one time.
Yeah, I did too, and I'll never do that again.
Never. I'm just like, surely he'll like fall forward
Right.
for a yard at some point.
Like, Adam says, wow, I know. I think top 20. I wanted to be pretty spicy on this.
Here's what I will say though. Like, this is Dan Campbell's time to shine. Like, is it Dan Campbell? Yeah, I love Dan Campbell. I wish the Steelers had Dan Campbell, but everybody said that, it's his coordinators that make him good. I mean, here we are. This is
it's your time, Danny boy.
If Dan Campbell comes out and the Lions are 13 and 4 at the end of the year, then I think you have to applaud Dan Campbell and you have to give him his flowers.
Yep,
absolutely.
Another argument I'm going to put towards this as well is I think Aiden Hutchinson coming back will really, really help this defense out again. This defense really struggled last year, put the Detroit Lions in a lot of negative game script where they were just going into shootout after shootout. And this defense takes a step forward. And they've done a really good job drafting a defense. I mean, they had a lot of injuries last year besides Aiden Hutchinson, even in the secondary, linebacking core and everything. And we got to remember they also lose Zeitler and blanking on the other guy. They lose them to retirement. So the line is not going to be as good either. So it could lead to more dump offs, quick stuff. And if the touchdowns aren't there for Jared Goff, man, it's going to be bad.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, we're kind of on the same page there on that one. I just went I went a little bolder. So what was yours about Amon-Ra St. Brown? What would you throw onto that?
He'll finish outside the top 10.
Okay, he'll finish. Okay. Yeah, and he's being drafted a little bit later too. Adam, he said that it is do or die for Dan if they don't repeat minimum from last year. Do you fire him? I don't think he's on the hot seat yet. I think it takes multiple seasons. Dan was already an underdog. Like people were like, wow, this guy saying about biting kneecaps and shit like that. And people were like, he's horrible. And then he comes in. The guy has heart. The guy does have heart, and they will rally around him. I don't think Detroit's going to be like absolutely horrible. I think they're going to rely more on the defense and run game this year. But it is a tough division, especially Parsons now coming into this division.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit tougher. So
all right,
we're back to me. So my number 7 take here. Tyreek Hill is a top 8 receiver this year. So
he's coming back. He's coming back.
He's coming back. We see this happen a lot of times where these guys, they need one more contract, and Tyreek Hill needs this contract, man. He needs to come out. He needs to ball out. He has like 20 kids, and he needs to pay for these kids. So we got to remember with Tyreek Hill last year, I was a big advocate. I was like, hey, give a late first round pick, get Tyreek Hill on your team. Now, unfortunately, he dealt with injuries, played through a wrist injury. He did have off-season surgery, actually, I think twice. But we know Tyreek Hill is very electric with the ball in his hands. Tua also missed a career high 6 games last year. I think Tyreek Hill has one more season left in the tank. How do you feel about this take, Moss?
Yeah, I like it. I know like you said, Tyreek Hill was just injury riddled last year. And then Tua injury riddled. And who they have as quarterback?
They had
Thompson. Didn't he start a game for him? And
Huntley too.
Huntley, like it's just,
we want to Adam. We want to talk about a guy that's on the hot seat, Mike McDaniel. If he doesn't produce this year, and this is another defense, like we said, I think is going to be a pretty bad defense.
Yeah.
So I think that also can help Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, exactly. So I like it. I think if Tua and Tyreek can stay healthy,
I'm disappointed. I didn't draft a lot of Tyreek Hill in best ball. Like this is something kind of late resurgence. I'm like, damn. Like I think I might have messed up there. I wish I would have had a little more Tyreek Hill, to my portfolio. And if you're still wanting to draft, you can go over to Fast Draft, go to the Fast Draft app, even just deposit $10. Now there are free best ball contests, still in there, but them paid ones are now out. We're in the DFS season, so follow us we're going to be talking some DFS. I mean, we just will naturally on the shows because that's just what we do. But get on there, use the promo code POWER, and draft in the DFS lobby. I've did some mock drafts. I haven't done any actual ones yet because this is my first year playing Fast Draft. So like I want to make sure I'm ready and can kind of look at matchups and see who's available and everything. But get on Fast Draft, use the promo code POWER, and they will match you up to $50. Use a 50, you get 100. You can play for a while. You do that, but even if you just put in that 10, it really, really helps out. And get in there, try it out, see if it's for you. I know I really enjoyed it, and really enjoyed all the best ball. Like I said, wish I would have had more Tyreek Hill in my portfolio, but maybe I'll get into some free ones just to get some in there.
Absolutely.
Let's go back to you, Mus. Let's get to your number. I don't know what it'd be. You threw a couple in there together. I threw a couple
number
in there. Let's
9.
just go to your next one.
Yep. My next one, I gotta thank the football guys for this one. I mean, they kind of got me on the Tucker Craft train. But I'm gonna go out there and just say Tucker Craft's a top 3 tight end this year. I think
Okay.
just with the way LaFleur just swaps in and out receivers. I mean, I always go back to this. I didn't really notice it until I was watching them on Amazon Prime on a Thursday night football game. And, they have that Prime Vision where it comes up and it shows who's where. And it's like, Jaden Reed was like hardly ever on the field. And then it's like, oh, Wicks is over here. And, and then all of a sudden Wicks is out and
Yeah.
Hobbs is over. And it's like, what are they doing? But the one steady there is Tucker Craft. So I think with a healthy Tucker Craft, I think if he can stay healthy, I think it's top 3.
I like it. We talked about this. Shout out to them guys for, even putting up that kind of content and then doing your own research. I know Tyreek Hill, I've heard Jeff Mans talk about Tyreek Hill a little bit, and it kind of got me digging and researching. It's like, okay. Because anybody can say anybody, but you start researching, be like, oh yeah, he did have a wrist injury. Okay, he got surgery. Okay, it's a contract year. You start kind of putting the puzzle pieces together. But yeah, I think he's another guy I'm a little bit too low on.
Yeah,
Right?
I was too.
I just, I was on Team Musgrave for a little while. He cannot stay healthy. It is Tucker Craft's job. There's no more Luke, maybe Luke Mitz is Tucker Craft. Yeah, they do rotate receivers a lot. They bring in Matthew Golden to hopefully kind of be that steady Eddie. We know Jaden Reed's dealing with it's a Jones fracture, I believe.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's called. So how much is he gonna play? Is he gonna miss any time? Kind of be iffy throughout the year, and then they already do that. And like you said, rotating guys. Yeah, I think Tucker Craft is I could put him in a Tyreek Hill. I wish I had some more in my portfolio.
Yeah, I think he's still a guy you could probably go out and get, at a fairly decent price.
In Dynasty, yeah. Do you think you gotta pay a first for him? Because you see guys like Colston Loveland sometimes go in a second.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't think. And I mean, if a guy does decline it, that's exactly the argument I would take. I'd say, hey, why wouldn't you take a second? I can get Loveland or, sometimes Jalen Warren, sometimes.
Right.
Yeah, and then maybe they'd be like, oh, well, maybe. But yeah, I would definitely pay a second all day for him.
Yeah, I'd pay a second too. I think if it gets to the first, that's where I can. I'm like, okay, I'll just draft Loveland. I'll just draft.
Exactly.
I would them be the only 2 tight ends out of this class you would take ahead of him as Tyler Warren and
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, me too. I like Aurora, and I mean he'll get an opportunity, but always hurt. I mean, we'll see with Terrence Ferguson. We'll see with Mason
Taylor. Yeah, we'll see.
I'd probably more in a Tucker Craft as well. I got a rookie here for my next one, Jalen Milroe. He starts for Seattle week 14 and finishes the season for Seattle. I do not trust Sam Darnold. Said this time and time again. He was great in the scheme here in Minnesota. Even his contract kind of tells you they don't necessarily trust him. It's more of like a 1-year deal, could be a 2-year deal. I think Milroe has some work to do, but if Darnold goes into a struggle after the bye, and they have a bit of a tough schedule after their bye week, I think right around week 14, we will see Jalen Milroe on the field for the Seattle Seahawks and kind of see what they have in Milroe.
Yeah, you know me, we've talked about this all the time. It's like Milroe is the absolute steal in the 3rd round. Sometimes I reach for him in the late second, but
I do too.
And I think this is a guy that he comes out and starts and has one good game, you could easily flip him. I mean, look at Will Levis. I mean, Will Levis had that big game, and now I get it. It was 5 touchdowns, but we went on the next show, and I remember it was like, would you trade 2? Yeah, would you trade 2 first for him? And I think you can have that conversation. With Milroe, because Milroe has a rushing upside too. So it's like, could this be, even a great value or a wish version of Lamar Jackson? And if he is, that's still great.
Yeah. And another point that we brought up, we swung the bat on Anthony Richardson as a top 3 pick and missed out on amazing prospects in that draft. I'm willing to swing the bat in the late second, early third for a guy that I think can obviously be better than Anthony Richardson and has kind of that same athletic profile and same. I don't want to say. I want to say kind of same concerns, I guess, throwing the ball. And Jalen Milroe might even be better, but
Yeah.
he's not injured all the time. I like that. So at least he's on the field getting better.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I think you swing the bat. I think you swing the bat there all day long on that. And if you can flip them, cool. If you want to hang on to them and gamble, I mean, you just gain value either way, and then that determines whatever you want to do. And then maybe we'll see what Seattle wants to do. Maybe they get out of that Darnold contract and Milroe's your starter in 2026.
Yeah, I like it.
Do you have any more? Do you have one more?
I got one more.
Okay,
JJ McCarthy is a top 7 quarterback this year.
Ooh. Woo!
I just
And
think
then
with Kevin O'Connell, I mean, we saw it. I mean, with who? I mean, Kirk Cousins. I mean, Sam Darnold. We just mentioned him. Nick Mullins was actually, if you remember that, he actually was a quarterback 12 and 3 of his 4 starts. Kevin O'Connell. Joshua Dobbs. Remember Dobbs? I mean, he came in and I remember we were all like, "Man, would you give up a first for Dobbs?" Like,
right.
I mean, and that was a conversation we had. I mean, it was.
We said no, but it was a conversation that was had.
It was a conversation, but I mean, that's just, Kevin O'Connell for some odd reason. And listen, this is the perfect, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison is suspended, but when Jordan Addison comes back, Addison, Hawkinson, Aaron Jones, Jordan Mason, man, this guy's got nothing but weapons around him.
He does. They even bring in Adam Thielen to help him out whenever, Addison is out.
I forgot about that. Yeah, Thielen's home.
Yep, he's back home. He's at Minnesota Twins games. He's balling out. I am, and I get it. I have a weird thing, and I started getting some McCarthy. He didn't show us a lot in Michigan. I felt like he was underwhelming at times. So I was always afraid. I'm like, in this system, is he going to shine? I am kind of 1 foot in and 1 foot out. That's bold saying, what'd you say, top 7?
Yeah, top 7.
I think for me, top 12, I think would even be mild. So I think you're very bold at top 7. But there is a path.
Oh, there is a path. There is a path.
He has the weapons.
If he could do it with Nick Mullins and Josh Dobbs, I mean,
yeah. Because and you got to think too, JJ McCarthy was hurt and did get to set for a year. He got to kind of sit back, learn, even though he was hurt. Hopefully he was doing that and not playing Call of Duty, Kyler Murray. But hopefully he did sit back and learn. And he has the right supporting cast. He has the right coach. Everything. It almost, sometimes you sit there and say it's almost too good to be true.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I'm skeptical a little bit on JJ McCarthy, because I'm just like, this is too good to be true. He has Justin Jefferson. He has Jordan Addison. He has TJ Hawkinson, Thielen, the coaching staff. Yeah, I think it's bold. I'm going to say 12 for me would be bold.
Yeah.
So, I like it, though. I think, and you're getting him pretty late. What was he on KTC? It was like 15, 16.
Oh, yeah, he was. Yeah, something like that. Actually, I still have it up. Quarterback 15.
15. So
yeah,
there's still a buying opportunity. Would you take Cam Ward over him?
Oh, I don't think I can do that. Or I know. I mean, I would take Cam Ward. I think
you'd take Cam Ward.
Yeah, that's
the thing is, if McCarthy does have that big of a season, his value, man.
Yeah, I know it's tough. I just love Cam Ward.
I know.
But yeah, I mean, if I'm saying McCarthy, it's hard to take Cam Ward over him. I don't know. I love Cam Ward.
I know. It gets, but I mean, you are being spicy by saying it to begin with. So let's jump into my last one. Then we can talk about our underdog team and then just touch on the Thursday night game. So for my last one here, I have Malik Neighbors will be the consensus wide receiver 1 in Dynasty next year. And he and Jackson Dart will give Brian Daboll another year to be the New York Giants head coach. He led the league in targets as a rookie last year. My big thing, because a lot of people are like, Andy, Russell Wilson's throwing him the ball. Well, I mean, is Russ really a downgrade from Daniel Jones? Some Jackson Darts look pretty good. I know it's a preseason, but he's looked pretty good in preseason. He's done everything he's had to do and some, in my opinion. So I love when young players start to work together. You could really see Malik Neighbors just really, really excited. Jackson Dart was on the field looking good. There's not much competition. I'm not a big believer in Wandale Robinson or Theo Johnson or whoever else they have. I do think New York struggles a little bit. I think their defense takes a step forward, but I think, this consolidation in targets muscles, I think Malik Neighbors could repeat and be the leader in targets once again.
I like it. I like it. I love Malik Neighbors. Yeah, I remember in the scouting process, I was like, this guy's close to Marvin Harrison.
He was
And,
very close.
Very close. And I know me and you, I think, got flack for it, but it's like I love the guy. And
Yeah.
like you said, I mean, Russell Wilson's definitely not a downgrade from Daniel Jones. So I think it's wheels up. I think it's going to be about the same, and if not better. And then, like I said, if something happens, let's say they do go to Jameis. I mean, that's my dream scenario. They go to Jameis for like 4 games. Let's say like Russ gets hurt like week 2, and they go to Jameis like 2 to 6, weeks 2 to 6. And it's just, that would be perfect.
Be wild.
Malik Neighbors would just take off.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because he's just gonna YOLO it all the time, just throw it to him. I mean, what Jameis does, man. So that would be wild, and that could change the landscape. I mean, Malik Neighbors, I remember saying he gave me Antonio Brown vibes, just the way he plays. He's a very smooth, just crisp route runner, just smooth, man. He's very, very smooth player.
Absolutely.
Let's go ahead. Who's your underdog team this year that you feel like is going to surprise a lot of people?
Might not surprise a lot of people, but I think I gotta go with New England Patriots.
Okay.
Obviously the new head coach hire, Mike Vrabel. Yeah. They go out and get Henderson. I like that pick. I mean, the receivers are still gonna be shaky. They did get Stephon Diggs, who hopefully he's keeping clean and doing whatever, staying on the straight and narrow, not on any boat parties or anything like that. Yeah. Is he seriously dating Cardi B? I think he was.
I don't know. Then there's cocaine or something.
Oh man, like hopefully he's staying clean and focusing on football. But I think if Diggs can come out and be half or 80% of the Diggs that he was in Buffalo, I mean, he did have a good start to the year last year
Houston.
in Houston. I mean, we kind of forget about that. He was like a legitimate like 1-2-ish for fantasy, and then he got hurt. So I think if he can come out and replicate that, I mean, obviously we know the defense is gonna be hopefully pretty good under Mike Vrabel, and like I said, Henderson's gonna break that record of 91 catches.
Yeah.
So,
I think we should be excited for Travion Henderson. They're showing us that they want to run this offense through him. I think Diggs was a very good value, still is a good value, but like towards the beginning of the year, it looks like he's going to suit up week 1. Was a tremendous value, and I think Drake May is going to really target him. They draft Kyle Williams, I believe in the 3rd round, player that we liked. I think we'll need a little bit of time, but does have some promise. Looks like Javon Baker, he's moved. They let him go, and he's with the Eagles. He didn't get to come back. Jalen Polk's going to miss the year, it looks like, on IR. Tough break, for a guy that they drafted pretty high in the 2nd round. They believed in, and somebody that I did like. I like Jalen Polk, and doesn't look like it's going to work out for him. So at least that they kind of took their losses and put them to the side there, and went back at it, and bringing in Diggs and Kyle Williams, and bringing in just an electric player like Henderson, and Drake May has looked good. So I like that. I think the defense is going to get better. Vrabel's really going to have these guys up to par. We've seen what he did with the Titans in that amount of time that he had. So
yeah, I like it.
I like that one too. Mine is going to be the Tennessee Titans will win the AFC South. I think there's a chance that Cam Ward is just that leader. Like, I said this in the show with Dustin. All signs lean back to Cam Ward. All roads lead back to Cam Ward, man. And I really think that they're going to rally around this guy. They've invested a lot in this offensive line. High draft capital, and this defense. I think this defense is underrated. The Tennessee Titans are going to surprise a lot of people on defense. So, and Tony Pollard. I mean, it sucks. Tajay Spears is already out. Tony Pollard is a very solid back.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think they're doing everything right there in Tennessee. Building the line up. They got their stud quarterback, and here they go. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they sneak into that wild card spot.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I'm being a little bit bold saying they'll win the AFC South, which we got the Colts. I think the Jags could put up a fight just because of the offense, but I'll always say defense will win that for me. Who else is in it? I said Jags, Colts, Texans, and the Texans. Their line's a little bit. Their defense is legit though. Yeah. If anybody does win that one, it definitely could be the Texans if they take them over the Titans. So.
Yeah.
Let's touch in. Football's back, man. So a little preview here of this Thursday night game. We're not going to talk long into it. The show's already went over a little bit, but oh well. It's the first week of the season here. But last year, Saquon Barkley and his 2 games against Dallas, 14 for 66. In week 17, he went 31 for 167. Didn't score in either game, but big time production in that week 17. Muscles, what this open in at?
It is the Eagles are minus 395. The Cowboys are plus 310. Over under is 47.5, and the spread is 8.5.
8.5. Okay. I think Philly will cover the 8.5. I think if you want to be safe and alt line at like 6.5.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, I'd maybe outline at 6.5. It is division. Is there any chance the Cowboys are just pissed off? Everybody's saying whatever they're saying. It's week 1.
Yeah, that's true.
I think I would just outline at 6.5. That's a little bit safer.
6.5 minus 150. I don't mind that.
Yeah, I think that becomes a little bit safer. There is a touchdown boost, right?
Yeah. DraftKings did offer a touchdown boost. And then, so I think it was 50%. So it was a 50% touchdown boost, and they also have a no sweat bet going into that too. So I just did it, and I did kind of a longer shot. I did George Pickens for a touchdown. My max bet was $10. $10 pays me 40. I'm okay with that. I mean, it's I literally clicked CD Lamb or something, lay it up, and then I'm like, yeah, you know what? We'll go a little bit bolder. And I realized Pickens was like kind of down there a little bit. So
yeah, I don't mind that at all. I think I would outline that 6.5 for me personally. I think my touchdown guy, maybe I'll place this one's Devonta Smith. So Devonta Smith, week 17, he dropped 120 and 2 touchdowns on them. So we don't really have much because Dak was out last year for the Cowboys.
I tell you what, it might not be a bad idea if you wanted to go really bold and you have that no. I don't know if you could place it on no sweat bet on the boost, but like a Will Shipley or something. I mean, maybe if you think the Eagles are going to completely blow by the Cowboys, it's going to be a blowout. Maybe they pull their starters and Shipley.
Yeah, that'd be wild. That'd be wild.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
be surprised.
And then even if you wanted to get creative on the other side, we think it's Javonte, but is it Miles Sanders? Is it Jaden Blue? Catch a touchdown? I think I mean even I'd like to see what Jake Ferguson's odds are if they're down a little bit. He's pretty reliable in the red zone.
Yeah, he is. Let's see, just out of curiosity.
Yeah, I'm a little bit curious too.
Jake Ferguson's plus 290. Pickens is plus 200. So Ferguson is a little bit a little bit down,
a little bit more.
Yeah, Sanders is plus 500. Jaden Blue's plus 500.
Yeah, I mean that's it's probably going to be Javonte.
Yeah.
You know, and then how much do they play a rookie, especially in pass protection and stuff? But again, it does come to the point like if Philly does blow them out or something, do they throw Jaden Blue in it? He's
Will
dealing with a little
Shipley's
bit.
plus 700. I don't think I can do that for plus 700. If he was like plus like 1,000 or 100, I think I'd sprinkle like a little bit on that just to see. But plus 700, I don't think that juice is worth the squeeze.
No, I don't either. I think if I was gonna make a small little parlay, I would take the alt line 6.5.
Yeah.
Would you take the over? What was the over under 40?
47.5.
I think being week 1, I'm betting under.
Yeah.
I think I would bet under. You could even up that. It was 47.5 up at the 49. I'm an alt line guy, man. These guys are always very close. I like alt lines. That's me
Yeah.
personally. We did that a lot last season.
Yeah, we did. We made we lived on there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it you're not gonna get as good of odds, but I mean, at least you're winning money.
Exactly.
So, but I think that's all we're gonna cover here for the Thursday night game. Looks like a lot of people are gonna play. I know there was skepticism on AJ Brown and some other guys, but we'll keep an eye on it to see who's gonna play. But football is back, man. We got football for the rest of the year. Thursday night, there is a Friday night game. I believe the Chiefs will be playing. I can't remember who. Chiefs and Chargers. So,
Yes.
or no,
Friday night. Yep.
yeah, that's Friday night.
Yep.
Yep. So get to see that one as well. So thank you all for tuning in. We're gonna get out of here. It's getting late, but if you enjoy this content, go subscribe to YouTube. Go give us a follow on Twitter. Go over to TikTok. I've been posting shorts on TikTok, and really appreciate it. Go over to any major podcasting platform. Hit the 5-star if you enjoy it. Hit the follow button, and you can hear us every week. We enjoy doing this, and it just kind of gives us the love to like keep doing this, right? Whenever somebody says you're doing a good job, makes you feel good. So appreciate all the love, guys. Enjoy football, and we will see you after this first week of the NFL season on the Fantasy Football Power Hour.
See ya.
See ya.
Yo, welcome to the Power Hour.